Hey, it's Tracy from work. Sorry to call so early, and I probably still asleep and she had on with me. Yeah, freaking coffee. So, this is kind of awkward. But Trent has been on my ass about employee standards this quarter, and he's going over all the numbers like crazy, and he told me to talk to you about a couple things. I know he's not your favorite general manager in the world. I get it. I mean, don't tell him, but I like Cindy much better. I was so bummed when she got promoted, but yeah, Uh, Trent said he's been noticing a lot of discrepancies in the budget, so he started combing through our expense reports, and I told him that the ingredients are just getting pricier. I mean, you know what we've been dealing with the suppliers, but he was insisting other stores weren't having these margin issues, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of beating around the bush because I really don't know how to say this, but yesterday Trent called me in for a meeting um, about you. He said, well, he said you're the reason the profits aren't matching up with other locations in the region. And of course, I defended you. I told him how great you are with customers and how much you upsell the sides, but Trent said, well, he, he said that your weight's the problem. I didn't even know what he meant at first, but I guess he was taking note of all the examples of stuff you've done, problems you've caused, I guess, and he wants me to go over it with you before your next shift. God, this is awkward. Okay. So first you put, okay, yeah. First you put the uniforms. When you started, we gave you two small, standard issue, and you requested a medium less than, looks like 2 months later. We ordered two mediums for you, then you requested a large, and about another 2 months after that. 3 months after that, you had to put in an emergency expedited request for an extra large because you had that little, incident where you ripped your shirt during your shift. Trent also wants me to point out that a customer left a one-star review that day that specifically referenced what happened. I can't believe he actually wants me to read this. Okay. It says, when I walked in, the fat-ass employee was stuffing their face so fast they barely even noticed me. They waddled around getting my order together so slowly. Then when they were bending down to grab my soda, which was supposed to come for free with the large pizza combo, their shirt literally burst open and all their blubber spilled out. It was disgusting. A button landed on my pizza and had to wait another 20 minutes while they remade it. Lose some weight, chunky, or you'll lose all your customers. That lady is such an asshole. She sucks, but you know Trent, the customer is always right or whatever. And I guess if it was just that, it wouldn't be such an issue, but then you needed an XXL and then a 3XL, and now, well, I mean, I'm not trying to assume or anything, but just on the last few shifts I've worked with you, your uniform has seemed pretty tight. mm, mm, Well, really tight. Almost uncomfortable. Like, everything just grips you so closely, and it feels like it's hugging you more and more every time I see you. And you know, I don't care what you look like. Hell, a team member could look like ET as long as they get to their shift on time, but wearing a uniform that actually fits is kind of important. I mean, if only to avoid asshole customers raising a huge stink about you overeating and accidentally tapping all your buttons. Not saying that you overate or anything like that. I mean, it's none of my business if you did or didn't, but whatever. Let's just move on. Let me see. The next thing he said was about the aprons. I guess, I guess he was mad that you, outgrew the standard size aprons that we carry and had to purchase the plus size ones for you to wear. But I told him that cost was unavoidable. The restaurant depot literally only sells the aprons in packs of 20. If we wanted one that would actually fit around your waist, you have no choice but to spend the amount that we did. That wasn't your fault at all. But I don't know. I guess he felt like it was just because no other employees have had to switch from our regular aprons to the I mean, uh, plus-sized aprons. And he said you were incurring costs that other locations don't have to deal with, and I don't know. Then the food. So I know I told you when you started that employees can get as much free pizza as we want. I mean, it's like my favorite part of working here. But I guess Trent thinks you've been taking advantage of it more than you should be. Not that you should be doing anything. I don't want to tell you what to do with your eating. It's totally not my place, but I mean, I've kind of noticed stuff too. How sometimes we'll be lower in ingredients than I thought we should be after your shift. Anytime we work together, you take down like 3 pizzas over the course of a day. You started off just having 1 or 2 slices like everyone else, but last Wednesday you literally ate a barbecue chicken pizza right when you clocked in, pepperoni pizza during your lunch break.